So I did watch T.S. Madison. It's taken me a while to do the review.
Oh my God.
It's on right now. I'm gonna go drive someplace. She's in Miami, and she's having a conversation with her dad, and she's explaining just the thing that trans people want from their family members or the people close to them is respect, and the people on the outside. It's just simple respect. And it's so crazy because, you know, remember how I said that at the end of the day that we live in this matrix where people want you to, at the end of it, at the end of the road, it has to be male, white, Christian, and heterosexual. And her father, the only thing that he's missing is the white part, right? So he's governing his perspective based on male, heterosexual, Christian, because otherwise he wouldn't have said that she was possessed. And that this idea, and the one thing that I think people who have gay family members and queer family members, trans family members, bisexual family members, if you have a member of the LGBTQIA plus community is in your family, one thing that you have to stop doing is aligning their existence with a sin and using this religion that was used to oppress you to govern how you determine how you will treat another human being in the name of God. Okay? That's what you got to be careful about. And these sayings where you don't hate the sin and not the sinner, the fact that that's not love, and the fact that you are making that expression to say that their existence is a sin. Can you imagine the amount of torment that people who are raised in Christian households go through who identify in the realm of that community? And to apply a sin to my existence when I was created by the same energy that created you, and for your religion to then tell you that something is wrong with me because it doesn't align with heterosexual and it doesn't align with Christianity. Those are the two factors in this matrix. Two of those systems, the system of race, the system of gender, the system of religion, the system of sexuality, right? And I think a lot of our issues and with the inability to like correlate things is because we have been taught that sex and gender are the same thing, so much so that when you fill out an application and it tells you to say what your gender is, the field description says sex. So many people have confused sexuality with gender, and the two don't go together at all. And they're also a spectrum. It's also a system. And what the members of the LGBTQ community are doing is rejecting the system of this default heterosexuality template that you believe that you're born. You believe you're born heterosexual. It's crazy. She asked her father, when did you know you were straight? It's like stuff like that. And then her father's like, well, I don't know. It's going to be weird for me and this and that. If I tell you I've changed I don't understand how you could look at this woman sitting in front of you and be so disrespectful as to call her by her dead name, one, and then use male identifying pronouns. That is so disrespectful. And let me tell you something. Another thing is, I think it is done as disrespect when you act like you don't know what gender or what pronouns to use. I think it's disrespectful.
Understand you. What if I die at 40, 45, 50 years old with you, and they never had no deep conversation with you? From this day forward, I would definitely say pops to you. But I can't do that if you don't give me enough respect.
And that Tim shit gotta go. It gotta go. That shit is out of here. It's out of here. You gotta be respectful. And he finally called her Madison, and she was happy about that. And then as they were walking away, he's asking her for money. You're not going to be able to disrespect me and then ask me for money and think that I'm going to give it to you simply because you fertilized my mother's egg. No. This respect and for me, Madison, I know she's trying to do good and do well or whatever, but for me, that I'm going to respect people who don't respect me, or I'm going to allow them access to me. I'm with Hope. Bitch, no. You can't have access to me if you can't respect me. God damn it. I'm sitting in front of you as a full buxom woman, and you want to call me a male name and say he to me. Nigga, fuck you. And fuck that truck. I'm sorry, I got pissed. I got pissed for Madison. I'm sorry. And then her brothers, it's a different story with her brothers. You can tell, well, she said, listen, I can't have people on the outside. I can't be telling people on the outside that I need them to respect me when my own fucking family is not respecting me. I'm here for it. So, yeah, so with her brothers, to me, I feel like with the brothers, it's different. Like, I feel like the brothers have not been told, look, y'all gotta stop. Like, I feel like it's just a lack of knowledge with them. But I thought it was funny that her brother did not know her name, right? So to me, I feel like with her brother, I feel like that's on Madison. I feel like Madison never like enforced that with them, because I don't feel like they would intentionally. I just feel like Madison's father is just this ornery old black ass man. Just, that's it. And I'm going to do what I want to do. God damn it. I'm going to say what I want to say. I'm going to call you what I want to call you. So I hope that he hasn't reverted back to not respecting her. But like I said, I'm with Hope. Bitch, you have no access to me if you cannot respect me. And that's across the board. I don't give a damn how you identify. The rule 101 should be, if you don't respect me, you don't get access to me. End of story. This is like Madison says, this is my house. If you cannot respect my house, you got to go. I'm all for that. So they sitting down, talking to the brothers and stuff like that, and Madison just says, y'all got to stop it. And they like, okay. So and he said, what did he say, Mandy? What the hell did her brother say? Yeah, because I don't feel like with them it's not disrespectful. I feel like with some people it's intentional. Those people who act like they can't get it together. Let me tell you a person who knows how to change a gender. Somebody who's doing something with the opposite gender they're not supposed to be doing, they'll change that gender and they'll change them pronouns real quick. Who you with? Oh, me and the boys, we just together, and you with a woman. You could change that real quick. You, oh yeah, and he, and you with a she. Girl, don't act like you don't know how to do it, okay? Because you know, y'all niggas know how to change your goddamn pronouns. And you know how to use they. Because if you don't want somebody to know if it's a male or female, you will use they in a heartbeat. So shout out to my non-binary people who identify as they, them, and theirs. That's, I mean, across the board. Y'all know how to do and stop that shit. That's disrespectful. And that's just what it is. So we get to, they doing with Maddie's house and stuff like that. She's getting everything switched up. She's getting the studio made. The studio looks incredible. I heard the echo right when they were talking. You could hear it. I said, oh my God, did Madison not get soundproof the damn studio? I was like, oh my God, you did all of that. She said she spent about 65 stacks on that. Okay. And sound, that's the most important thing. They fixed it, but they fixed it since then. But on this episode, girl, I was mortified. I was like, and Chi-Chi said it. Chi-Chi was like, y'all hear an echo? Oliver said it too. I don't understand why y'all didn't take film some of it and then rewatch it back, and then y'all would have been able to hear the echo, and you would not have gone through all of those different segments with that echo. Tiffany came and surprised her. You know, I'm going to be honest. I don't think Tiffany is a good fit for the show. I don't think she is. I feel like Tiffany is holding back. I feel like she is. I feel like Maddie needs the person sitting on the side of her needs to be loud, live, and in color as well. They cannot be holding back for no man. they can't be holding back because of family. They can't be holding back. And that's what it is. This park is full. Like, these people are not, it's a pansexual. It is. And these people are walking around like it's not a pansexual. They got their mask on. Some people don't. You know what I noticed? Not to get off topic, but what I do notice, tell me if you notice this too. When you're in a public space and everybody has their mask on, do all the white people have their nose out? They just have their mouths covered? Have you noticed that? I noticed that yesterday when I went to go get my son's glasses. Every single person in the goddamn eye doctor had their mask on the correct way. The white man and the white woman, the only two white people in there had their damn mask like that. Then I started, that made me, it made me notice, right? Because they look different. They didn't have their mask on right. But then I started looking at everybody at the mall. I'm like, why do all the white people have their nose out? What is that about? Is that their form of protest? Girl, y'all a mess. Y'all a fucking mess. Anyway, so yeah, they heard the sound, the echo. I heard it too. I was like, shit. The entire show that they filmed. Girl, what's tea? What are you about to do? Pull in front of two cars? You want to die today? Girl. And I was like, oh my God. So when they replayed it back, Oliver, so Maddie goes to Oliver's house, or he went over there. I don't know. I think she went over there. Yeah. She went over to his house. She went somewhere, and he was like, I haven't been asleep. I've been going through this. I've been going through all of the audio and the tape, and he was like, it's all bad. So Madison is looking like, oh shit, like, she held her shit together. I know she was mad because she is a perfectionist. And so I know she was upset, but there's nothing that you can do. It's filmed. You got to fix it. So I did watch the episode on YouTube, and you could tell that the audio there was an attempt to fix the audio where they kind of made it like, almost kind of like an auto-tuney kind of sound. Again, like I said about New York, I think she's wonderful. I think she's fun as a co-host, but I would not want someone who's restricted in any way. That's why, I hate to say it, but that's why that's why Lamb Chop was good, because she didn't give a shit. You understand? And she still doesn't give a shit. But you need someone like that who does not care and who is not being like, oh, you know, I felt like, you know, and even I felt uncomfortable when Hope and Craig were doing their segment, and then Madison shared this story with us about how she was in a bathroom, and these men were trying to get into the bathroom, trying to get at her, and she was like, that you need to call the cops and this and that. And it was very similar to the story of the young woman who was at that gas station, and she had to run to the back of the gas station. I think her name was Ayana Dior. I feel like that's her name. Correct me if I'm wrong. But she ran into the convenience store. They were at a gas station, and these motherfuckers act like, oh, they got into a little fender bender, and they were like, oh, we need the money now. Nigga, we don't fuck you clocked that girl, and then you started to fuck with her, and because she was trans. That's it. There's no way you get into a fender bender and all of a sudden you need cash money right now. You was trying to punk that girl. She ran into the convenience store. The guy, she ran to the back like to seek shelter. So Madison shared a similar story. I can't wait to read Madison's book. She shared a similar story. And in that segment, they were going through their pronouns. What are your pronouns? Hope says she, her, and hers. Craig says him, he, him, and his. And then Maddie says she, her, and hers. And she says something else like, and if you don't, something, it's going to be a problem. I think she said something to that effect. But then New York was like mine, and mine. Like, like stuff like that. I know she's supposed to be a comedian and it's supposed to be funny and stuff like that, but I didn't like that. It's stuff like that I don't like. I don't like it. I didn't like it. And at that moment I was like, New York can't be on this show, because I don't want you to play like you don't understand this thing. I know that we're all learning, and I know that we can make mistakes. But if we're having a serious conversation about pronouns, just say your pronouns. I know you want to be funny, but girl, no. I wasn't here with. I didn't like that. I just didn't. It wasn't my thing. And so they got everything together. I do like Madison's set. I love it so much. I thought it was really. I don't know where I want to go. He's driving so goddamn fast. I love Madison's set. It was so pretty. And then I watched her Maddie in the Morning show that came on I think it was like a week ago. I watched it yesterday. Madison looked so pretty. They had the big damn screen in the back. I mean, really set up. I did think that Mo's station was too small. I was like, I feel like Mo needs a better control board, like, because he's doing everything, and I feel like his space was too small. I felt like that. But overall, it looked really nice. They have like a place where she could cook with what's his name, King David, where they can do Bish Let's Dish. I didn't even like the segment. I know it was a test. But I didn't even like the segment with her and Tiffany and the Bish. It was just off. I don't know. It was something that wasn't. It was just something that was off for me, and I don't think that Tiffany would be a good fit. That's all I have to say. That's my opinion as a viewer and my opinion as understanding talent and personality and how it has to come off. Madison seemed very rehearsed. When she's just going, then when there's no script, that's the Madison that I love. There's no script, off the rip, like those morning shows. It's just like, honey, when she was doing them like consistently, that house is so fucking bad. Oh my God. So bad to me. Oh! Anyways, so what was I saying? Yeah, what was I saying? About Madison. Oh, how she just goes, she flows. Like, I think when she doesn't have a script, she's like, I think it's beautiful. I am excited to see her in Zola. Is that the name of the from that Twitter feed? I was so happy to see Madison. Child, I'll be thinking Madison is my goddamn cousin, child. I'll be like, yes! I'll be so happy. Everything. I'll be happy for her. Genuinely happy for her, because I can tell when things bother her and she really wants to like tell people off, because you really want to let people know, like, motherfucker, you don't know what the fuck I've been through, and I'm not gonna take no damn shit from you. So I kind of understand that, and I feel that it resonates with me, that energy that she brings. But overall, I think the series was great. They're posting deleted scenes on YouTube. I hope she gets a second season. I heard Craig on the morning show talking about how he wishes that they did more development around the other cast members. But I think for this first season that we did need to get to know Maddie. And then Craig was talking about how much they filmed. They did a year of filming to get into 6 hours of footage. 6 episodes, which are like 42, 44 minutes. So yeah, because a 30-minute episode is 22 minutes to give you your advertisement. But overall, I love the show. I hope they get renewed for a second season. You guys go watch the T.S. Madison Experience. It was actually a really good series. I'm glad that Madison had the first Black trans woman with her headlining or being the star of her own reality show. Not an extra, not somebody's friend, but her own show. So shout out to her for that. Congratulations. And we hope we have a second season. Y'all take care of each other and protect your energy. Peace.